Dirty is our drinking water. We speak to Ferrial Adam of WaterCAN. Welcome, Ferrial.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for having me on your show.
You have had time to study the latest reports by government. May we please start with the Blue Drop report? What are the main findings?
The main finding and the Blue Drop report is basically looking at the quality of our drinking water. And basically, it is saying that almost 46% of our drinking water across the country is undrinkable. So that means that it has high levels of bacteria in it. It does not meet microbiological standards. And almost half of our drinking water in the country is not drinkable.
How has the quality of our drinking water deteriorated since the last report was issued by government?
So the last report was last year, which was a watch report. And the one you're talking about, I think, is the 2014-2013 one, which is almost 10 years ago. And it has deteriorated significantly. We can see that the 10 years of not reporting on the state of our water has actually has caused it to be in the state it is right now.
If I read it correctly, back then only 5% of our drinking water was undrinkable, whereas now it's 46%. So if we are looking at a 41% deterioration over 9 years, we could have no drinkable drinking water in 10 years if it continues to deteriorate at this rate. Am I understanding it correctly?
Correct. And it's why we saying as WaterCAN that this is a crisis. If we say it's a crisis, then people will work with urgency and they will do everything in their power to make sure that things change. But when we say, no, there's no crisis, it's fine, then people become, relaxed and, well, this is how things are. And if we carry on like that, I don't even think we'd have to wait for 10 years. I think it will be about 5 years, because once you reach a particular point, a tipping point, it's just downhill from there and it's much faster. So I think that in terms of the quality of our drinking water, there definitely is a need to treat it as if there's a crisis.
Now, what about the Green Drop report?
So there's another crisis. The Green Drop basically is the measure of our wastewater treatment works in South Africa. And it is telling us that at least 67% of our wastewater treatment plants or treatment works are at a critical level. And some are not even operating. So that means that the waste, sewage, and other waste pathogens are going straight into our rivers and streams.
What has the rate of deterioration there been over the last 9 years?
It's also been very high. I mean, I think we always had issues, but I don't think to this extent of 67%, 2/3 of your wastewater treatment works are not operating. We were not there.
And what are the main factors contributing to this crisis?
So there are a few factors. One is the lack of maintenance on our infrastructure. Government should be spending a certain amount a year on maintaining infrastructure, maintaining pipes, maintaining wastewater treatment works, and they have not been doing that. The second issue is having skilled people in positions where they can deal with wastewater and they can deal with purification of water. We don't have enough skilled people. The minister found in Limpopo, one of 280 people was actually qualified for the job that they were doing. The other thing, which is a very big thing, is if you look at those 10 years of no reporting, it's those 10 years of where we were affected most by state capture, corruption, mismanagement. And it's actually kind of now we're feeling how bad the corruption was during those years.
Okay. What about the no drop report?
So that also is another drop. What the no drop report basically gives you an idea of the non-revenue. So as government, we are taking water, but government's taking water, the RAN water boards, cleaning it, and then selling into municipalities. What we're finding is that at least 46% of that water is being lost. So non-revenue water is water that's not billed. So municipalities are just not billing for it, or it's theft. And that could be from big commercial structures to small areas where people are stealing water. They don't have a license for it. And the third one, which is a big one, is water leaks and failing infrastructure. So literally, we pay for that water, and 46% of it gets lost.
That was Dr. Ferrial Adam of WaterCAN speaking to BizNews. Thank you.